Welcome, biology students, to week 2. We are going to roll through our agenda and assignments for this week as we are still slowly getting you used to the ways that we do things here in Mr. Charlton's biology class. My goal this week is to show you some of the things that we do with new information. You're going to get, I don't know how new it is, it depends on what kind of biology background you have. But we're going to go into the levels of organization this week. We're going to do our first essential question this week. So don't miss out on the check-in meetings. Remember, check-in meetings are twice again this week. The check-in meeting won't happen again on this Friday. I will take your attendance from either Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and I'll give you that attendance for Friday. Definitely might not be too available this Friday. I am changing my internet companies, as my fourth period probably knows. We lost internet connection in the checkout meeting last week, and I am changing my internet companies. And so they're going to be doing that on Friday morning. So I don't know how long they're going to take, maybe 10 minutes, maybe a couple hours, but I'll be unable to communicate electronically for Friday morning. So make sure you get to the check-in meetings this week, because I don't know how much help I can get you on Friday. As far as the stuff we did last week in week 1, I'm noticing some people didn't take the quiz, but I did find something out that I thought was interesting. So the way an online quiz works in Jupyter is I make the quiz and then I turn it on. Basically, I call it turning online. And for some reason, some of the students, about 3 or 4 students in each class, never had their quiz turn online. And I don't know exactly why that is, but I've gone through all my biology classes now and I've turned all of your quizzes online. So if you were not able to get your quiz done, it wasn't letting you for some reason, try it again now, because as of Sunday night, I went through and cleared that for everybody. So it should be good to go. If you still have problems with that, please let me know. If you did not get the work done by Monday at 8 a.m., I'm told you I'll be lenient these first 2 weeks, so get it done this week and get it in. I'm going to start grading things starting Monday, so start getting that stuff done. Once we start week 3, though, you should be able to access the online notebook. You should be able to take the quizzes. You should be able to watch the videos. You should be able to get these messages. You should be good to go. So I'm going to start holding you accountable for late work starting week 3, so get that stuff going. All right. So we're in week 2. Let's go check out what week 2 is looking like. So 1 second. Let's go look at the online notebook here. Okay, so week 2, levels of organization. Again, there's the link to the check-in meetings. Here is the URL if you want to copy and paste it. There's a breakdown for periods 1, 2, 4, and 6. Basically, one topic this week. We're going to just learn something new, something relatively basic in biology called levels of organization. This video is going to be linked right here, so if you want to watch it again to go over the assignments, go for it. You have 4 things you need to do this week. You're going to make a very quick chart. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. You're going to be taking notes off of the check-in meeting. On Monday and Tuesday's check-in meetings, we're going to go over some notes on levels of organization. You're going to need to take those notes. So come to those meetings with paper. And we're going to take notes down. It's going to be one of the assignments to make sure that you're getting your notes down. And it only helps you in the long run anyway, because if you have notes, when you go to take the quiz, you can have your notes right next to you and you can use your notes on the quiz. So it's a win-win situation. We're going to do our first essential question, or EQ, this week. I will go over that on the Wednesday and Thursday check-in meetings on how to write that and how to answer that. In fact, we'll probably be doing that together as a class on Wednesday and Thursday. So if you come to the meeting on Wednesday and Thursday, you're probably going to have that done for you just by being there and writing it down. And then a quick online quiz. I think the quiz this week is like 13 questions, and all those questions are on levels of organization. So it's all on the learning this week. Again, if you're not sure how to turn stuff into Jupyter assignments, that's the link that shows you a video on how to do that. All right, let's jump into the assignments. All right, assignment number 1, explore the levels of organization. So I give you a link here to a simulator. I could load that up real quick, show you kind of what this thing looks like. This is just a little thing for you to go on. It's a web tool to kind of show you the different levels of organization and play around with them a little bit. It does take a little bit of time to load, especially when I've got internet for the notebook and this, recording this video. So it's going to take a little bit of time to load. As that's loading, let me go back and show you what you need to do from this simulator. So on a separate piece of paper, or if you want to do it on the computer, you could do that too, although you're going to have to do some drawing. And so I don't know how good your drawing skills are on the computer. If you want to go on the internet and find pictures and drop the pictures into the computer file, you can do that. Here's what I'm basically looking for you to do. I'm looking for you to create this chart. It goes from the smallest thing we can imagine, well, not the smallest, one of the smallest things, atom, all the way up to biosphere, which is basically our entire planet Earth and all the stuff that's alive on it. And so each level, you are going to draw a sketch. I know you guys aren't maybe the best drawers. Some of you probably are, but a lot of people are not the best drawers. So when I ask you to draw something as a sketch, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for something that's easy to remember, something that you can use and go, oh yeah, that's right, that's what an organelle is. Or, oh yeah, that's right, that's what a population is. Okay, these little drawings actually help you remember these words, so it becomes kind of crucial. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about here. All right, so here's the simulator, and you can see it down here on the bottom, biosphere, and it gets smaller, ecosystem, community, population, organism, body system, organ, tissue, cell, organelle, molecule, atom. All right, to get started on this thing, it's got these little plus symbols. You click on one, and it takes you into one ecosystem. And so you got all the stuff here in the ecosystem. Read what it tells you about ecosystem. And so you could draw this for your drawing of ecosystem, or you could draw something totally separate. It's totally up to you. And then community. Okay, so then what is a community? And then population, and then an organism. And so you just kind of mess with this. Now, if you want to use these as your drawings, go for it. If that helps you remember, great. Okay, and it goes down to tissue, down to a cell, down to inside of a cell, down to the molecules inside of the organelles, down to the actual atoms, electrons, and nuclei. That's crazy, right? Go all the way from an atom all the way back up to the size of Earth. All right, and you can play with this and mess with this. Click on a different plus, it takes you to a different ecosystem, down to community, down to population, and so on. All right, so you're gonna mess with that. You can use the pictures here, or you can go online and find pictures of other things. And so what I'm looking for you to create is this chart, and you're gonna put a little sketch in the second column. That's an example of each one of these. So for instance, like if we're looking at organ, okay, you might think of like, oh, the heart is an organ, okay? Now I don't want you to just write a name, I want you to draw a little picture of it. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about here. Okay. So I'm not going to recreate the whole chart. I'm just going to give you an example. Right here, this is one column. This is the second column. This is the third column. Okay. And you will have biosphere, ecosystem, community, population, organism, body system, and then organ. So organ would be right here. Okay, so I'm looking for something for you to remember. If you want to go like a little sketch like that, but label it heart, that will work. If for organism, you want to remember human, you can use stick figures. I'm okay with that. But again, label it so you remember a human is an organism. And so then in between would be body systems. Okay, and so that would be the cardiovascular system, which is what the heart is in, the cardiovascular system. So I'm just looking for little sketches here, something that you can look at and go, oh, yeah, I know what an organism, I know what an organ is. And you'll go, like I said, from biosphere to community to population. Oh, sorry, nope, skipped one. I thought I missed a line, sorry. Ecosystem to community to population. And if you want to skip more lines so you have more room to draw, go for it. Organ down to tissue, down to cell, down to organelle, down to molecule, getting smaller down to atom. And so what you're going to turn into me is you're going to have a nice title here. You're going to have your heading up here. And then I'm going to see a sketch or a picture next to each one of these. So for every word, there should be a sketch or drawing. If you're doing this on a computer, like I said, you can go find images on Google and recreate this whole thing digitally and submit that into Jupyter. It's up to you how you want to do it, whether you're a paper person or an electronic person. All right. This is just to make a nice little sketch so you can get used to using these words. That's what we're doing here for this first assignment. Okay, let's go back to, okay, that's what you're doing with the first assignment. So I should see this chart with words here, drawings on the right. All right, assignment number 2, notes. So in our check-in meetings this week, we're gonna be taking some notes on the levels of organization together. I have 2 more videos for you that are YouTube videos that I did not make. That go over levels of organization as well. So you're gonna have the notes from the check-in meeting, and then you're gonna watch these videos. You're gonna take some notes off of the videos. So I should see both of those. I should see your notes from the check-in meetings. I should see some notes from the videos. You can do it again on paper, or you can do them on the computer. It's totally up to you. And you will turn those into Jupyter this week. Just make sure that you're on top of your learning. All right? We'll talk more in the check-in meeting because this is gonna be the Monday and Tuesday check-in meeting. Okay, essential question. What is it? It's this question here in blue. And it says, outline and discuss the levels of organization by explaining the relationships between each level. So that's a big question. That's like, dang, I gotta explain every level and how the level below it relates to the level above it. That's a lot of explanation. Yes, this is going to be like either a very large paragraph or maybe 2 or 3 small paragraph answer. Okay, this should not be a quick, like, 3-sentence answer. If you're gonna get a 3-sentence answer, you're gonna get a 3-sentence answer kind of grade on it. All right, and we're gonna talk about that some more with how you explain yourself in biology and how you write in detail. That is what we'll go over on Wednesday and Thursday. So we're gonna probably answer that question together since this is our first time, and I'll show you what I'm looking for there, okay? And then the last thing is a quiz, which is again through Jupyter. The week 2 quiz is gonna be all about levels of organization. So if you've done all your work for the week, if you have your essential question answered, you have your notes from class and the videos, and you have your sketch chart right here, you can use all that stuff when you take the quiz. And honestly, if you have all 3 of those done, the quiz should be a piece of cake. And you should be able to get an A on it, and you're rocking and rolling, and you're good to go. And that's our week this week, right? So make sure you show up to the meetings. They're going to be important. They're going to help you get stuff done just like they will normally. I will say that if for some reason you don't make the Monday, Tuesday meeting and you miss the notes, I will post a copy of my notes on the online notebook. But as anybody who's ever taken my class will tell you, there's a difference between getting the notes copied and there's actually being there to understand the notes. And most people say, man, I wish I was there when you went over it. And I'm like, yeah, I know, that's how it goes. So please be there. We're going to talk as we go. You have the right to ask questions. And if I say anything confusing, that will help you learn so much better than just copying notes that I made from the meeting. Okay. Again, reach out to me through Jupyter message or text or anything else if you get stuck on something, and I will continue to help you out. All right, everybody. I'll see you in class on Monday and Tuesday. Have a good one.